right, ladies and gentlemen, I am really fucking tired today. I haven't even been doing much. I've just been working from home and I'm more tired. Ugh, sucks. Okay, to be fair, I also went to bed pretty late last night. But in my defense, I went to bed early Tuesday to have great energy for Wednesday, and then I kept waking up. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna fall asleep late. Actually, it wasn't a conscious thing, it just happened. And I was sleeping late. It's whatever, all right? It's whatever. We're out here, we're doing our thing. To keep me company, I got a little bit of a different guy than usual. I've come across randomly an artist called Tetsuro Yamashita. Didn't know who the fuck this guy was, and then my Instagram Reels feed suggested that I listen to the music, or rather, I got shown a video of someone who really liked an album and was like, you should listen to this. And I was like, all right. And he plays like a little bit of it, and I was like, you know what, it's not bad. And one of his albums is available on SoundCloud. Now, that said, I did initially look for them on like Apple Music and Spotify. This album is not available there. There's one album available from this guy on both of those platforms. That's it. And then it's like singles. This album does not exist in any of the traditional platforms. I wonder if it's on YouTube Music. I have YouTube Premium, which means I have... Brother. YouTube Music is broken as shit. They got Joji's Piss in the Wind album up here? Okay. Tatsuro Yamashita. I'm assuming they're only gonna have the one album as well. Yeah, it's the same. I mean, I figured maybe because it's, you know, still YouTube, maybe they'd have a little bit, but I guess not. It's whatever. But it sounds like it's most like in the case of like you own record and that's really it. But it's dope. It's nonetheless, it's some dope. So I'm listening to the one called For You by Tatsuro Yamashita. Good shit. Real good shit. Also, I played a good chunk more of Yakuza Like a Dragon. I thought the game was called Like a Dragon Yakuza. Apparently it's not. It's called Yakuza Like a Dragon, not Like a Dragon Yakuza. How many chapters actually in the game? Fuck off. Every 5 fucking seconds, I feel like a YouTube, or not even just YouTube, just like, constantly, like, I open up Google and they're like, hey, I know we asked a while ago about that AI of ours. Would you be interested in using it now? No. Oh. What a pity. Anyway. Okay, there's 15 chapters. I'm playing through the game in my own time because I'm really interested in the story, but I don't love the combat. So I'm just gonna kind of... I'm gonna cheat. To be fair, I kind of like it, my setup right now. So I've turned on infinite health, which is amazingly useful. Means I don't have to worry about that, as well as there's like a point system ish thing where that's where you use your super attacks. You have so much of it anyway. It doesn't really feel like it matter that much. But then on top of that, I haven't given myself infinite money or any of the other things. I've added a multiplier. Admittedly, it's a high multiplier, but even with a high multiplier, I'm still grinding. So I'm kind of like, you know what? But it's surprisingly fun. I'm being drawn in by the story. I'm having a great time in this game. Truly, like it's. I'm blown away. I'm blown away a bit here. Wait, yeah, I think I need to for a little bit. There you go. Like I'm thoroughly surprised by how much fun I'm having in that game, but I can also very much feel the fact that it's. I want to say bones. I don't feel like it's the right way of going about it. The structure and like what makes up in terms of like gameplay mechanics from this game is absolutely the foundation of Like a Dragon Guide and the Man Who Wears His Name, which we played recently. It almost feels like you're supposed to play through this game first before you do Like a Dragon Gaiden. I'm even sure like the Like a Dragon Gaiden came out after Yakuza series. Can you just give me a... God damn it. I wanted the nice clean timeline at the top, and then it's doing this whole other thing. Okay. After Yakuza 6, we got Kiwami 2. That makes sense. So we got Yakuza 0, then Yakuza Kiwami, Yakuza 6, Kiwami 2. Then there's some other stuff. Judgment. Really? Judgment is 2018. And then it's Yakuza Like a Dragon. And then Lost Judgment comes after this, and actually before Like a Dragon Gaiden, the Man Who Wears His Name. There's also Like a Dragon Inshin, but I'm not sure what to do with that. And then it's Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth and Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. I love how everyone's just coming to Hawaii now. Just fuck it. Bring everyone over to Hawaii. Just bring them over. Why not? But all right, so I was right. This game came out. It turns out, let me see, 3 years? Really? It honestly feels like it could have been made a year or two after. But I guess like this came out in the year before their next big title, so presumably it came out the same year as Like a Dragon Inshin, which I think is a little more of a custom one. Like a Dragon Gaiden is absolutely like, let's reuse a shit ton of assets. I think the big ship that you're on in that game, where the Coliseum is and everything, I think it is the only thing that was really made for that game. The rest is reused assets through and through. And I don't hate it. It is the signature of the game company behind the series. Like, or at the very least, it's the signature of this series to reuse constantly. And sure, like, they might, if there's different time periods, they might make some changes here and there to kind of, like, make it up a little bit, but they're definitely reusing assets. Like, I'm absolutely sure Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii reused the fuck out of the assets from Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I'm 100% sure. And I don't even dare think about how many times they've reused the Kamurocho assets. Like, it's insane. But, nevertheless, I'm having a great time. But part of the reason, like, I'm starting to feel like a Dragon or Like a Dragon Gaiden, the Man Who Wears His Name could, like, have come out a year after, is because, like I said, it only feels like... So, obviously, the story's different. I'm not sure how much customization is actually in Yakuza Like a Dragon. It seems like they definitely worked on a couple things, but they also reused a shit ton from Yakuza Like a Dragon. Which is why it definitely feels like hold on. Here we go. It definitely feels like it could have been made shortly after like it feels like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who raised his name, could absolutely have been made shortly after Yakuza Like a Dragon. But also, like, regardless of it all, I'm having a great time, and I'm definitely like, I feel like I should have played this game before I played Yakuza Like a Dragon. But regardless, I'm not sure I would, because like after Yakuza 6, I felt kind of burned out with the whole Yakuza series, and then I did a little bit of Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who raised his name, back in December. I think it was in January. It was like the last stream I did. No, it was last stream of the year, so it would have been December, I think. It was either the last stream of the year or the last stream before I went back to work. It was one of those two things. And I did a little bit of the game, and I remember being like, it's still a little bit too early. I'm still not 100% sure about it. But then a while later, after I had come back to work after Christmas and everything, I was kind of like, you know what? I'm feeling, I'm missing the Yakuza franchise a little bit, and that's when we did the man who raised his name, and I had such a blast. I mean, I played through the game twice. Yeah. That was also to do with the length of the game. I could tell it was obviously shorter. It was 100% longer than what I remember the second time that I played through. Like when I started my second playthrough, because I wanted to do the whole game in Japanese as well, I was like, this isn't going to take as long. And it definitely took a little bit longer than what I had remembered it was going to take. But regardless, it was such a fun time that I honestly didn't really mind. There is one thing that I have noted as well, which is the fact that I think, although I don't think there's any more hostess girls, I think potentially there might be more karaoke I haven't done. I'm not sure. I feel like I remember the game saying that I could go back to the area you were early on in The Man Who Raised His Name, which I never returned to, and it's actually the place where you spend the majority of the time in Yakuza Like a Dragon, interestingly enough. And hey, Tricker Baby, welcome back. And it's, hold on, I gotta check something real quick. There we go. Just always gotta check that. Let's see here. Are we good there? Yeah, we're good. How are we doing today, Tricky Baby? But like, it turns out the bar that you go to in The Man Who Raised His Name, it's in that area that this is the first like open area you go around in The Man Who Raised His Name. I don't remember the name of the place, sorry, but Survivor's Bar is what it was called. And it was kind of fun because I remember they were like, oh, hey, like there's a guy in there usually behind the bar. He's not there. When we're there is Kiryu. I smashed my face on a table at work. Yikes. Are we talking glass table or wooden table? Like, are we talking it just hurts like hell, or did we get anything back from the table? Did the table bite back? No, I'm sorry to hear that, regardless. But, turns out the bartender was, what was his name? I forgot his name. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's, the actual bartender that we don't meet in The Man Who Raised His Name is someone you do meet in Like a Dragon, or Yakuza Like a Dragon. It felt like I got kicked in my face. I got rugged. My nose broke skin, and now it's still... I mean, by what you're describing, I'm not surprised at the very least that it's swollen. But I'm sorry to hear that. That's not fun. I haven't broken a lot of stuff. I haven't think I've broken a bone, period. Not from what I remember. I twisted my ankle one time many years ago. It was a whole thing, and that's swollen up as well. So yeah, I'm not surprised it's swollen up, but I'm sorry to hear that, Trigger Babe. That's never fun. But can't remember his name. We meet him in Yakuza Zero a lot. There's a guy who's running what's the name? I'm forgetting all the names right now. God damn it. There's a guy we meet fairly early on in Yakuza 0 who has the big scar across his face. That dude is in Yakuza Like a Dragon. He's the bartender. And I didn't realize it at all. But then, like, the more I got to see his face, the more I was just like, this face seems familiar. And then I looked up the guy's name, and it was him. Do I still have it? Do I still have it in my browser? Yeah, Kishiwaki is his name. It's fucking cool as shit. I did it myself. Someone threw me a little treat bag, and it fell on the floor, leaned down real fast, and almost knocked myself out, trying too hard to be a fatty. Hey, look, you gotta treat yourself sometimes, and it's a dangerous business to do so. Evidently, you gotta be careful. But I don't judge you for I don't blame you for wanting a little treat. We all deserve a little treat every now and then, and dangerous business. It's cool also that you're here for third stream in a row. That's awesome. Love that. I love that's a thing from Twitch. God bless Twitch for that. That's awesome. But yeah, so Kashiwaki, yeah, he's the bartender, and I'm having in general like such a fun time playing through this game. The combat I'm still not convinced about, but I'm getting to understand it more. And I will say it does mean that instead of you just fighting as Kiryu, you actually get to fight as other people on your well, you don't get to fight as Kiryu in this game, I don't think, ever. But you do get to fight as other people on your team, and that is actually kind of something cool that I like. And it means that you actually get to do some of those cool moves that you will learn throughout the game, because it's not a case of, do you remember the buttons you need to click in order for it to work? It's just go in here, click the button, and then do it. And sometimes there's a little extra button, and it'll do extra damage, which is really cool, and I like that. Overall, it's still a turn-based combat system, which I am not a fan of. I've grown up with Pokemon, so that I'm fine with. But in general, I don't like turn-based combat. It's not. It's just not for me. To be fair with Pokemon as well, it's like a very simple system as well. So, but I will say, like, it was kind of fun because I also played Clair Obscure 33 a while ago now. Well, it was a bit of time ago. I don't remember when it was. I think it was back in December. And I was like, a lot of this reminds me of Pokemon. For sure it reminds me of Pokemon. Absolutely. But then I was talking with my brother at one point, and he said the same thing. I don't think I had mentioned Pokemon yet, and he made the exact same, he pointed the same thing out. And obviously, with turn-based system, I can't not somewhat think of Pokemon, because that's what I've grown up with. And I love the fact that the game actually had a side quest or side mission that pointed this out. Like, it was straight up, it was like, you walk down the street and you meet a flasher, so you beat him up, and then a professor comes out to grab data on him, and then he recruits you to further his studies by capturing information on the people whom you fight. Again, very similar to Pokemon in the fact that you fight creatures And then after you finish fighting them, you gain information that can then be used. Like, what are their weaknesses? Things like that. I will say, original Pokemon games, or at least older ones, you have to know and remember yourself, like, what their weaknesses are. And in a lot of cases, it's very easy because it's just like, oh, they're grass Pokemon, so just use fire. Oh, they're water Pokemons, use electricity. They're ground, don't use electricity. Maybe use a little bit of water. Fine, doesn't matter. Like, there's a system in place for the most part. In this game, they do it like a new Pokemon game where once you fought a certain type of character in the game, it will now make it so that it'll tell you the attack you're about to do is the enemy weak towards. It doesn't tell you if they're resistant towards it, but it will tell you if they're weak towards it, which is still pretty nice. And of course, some of them, the people I've fought this so far, I know what their weaknesses are, and I know I can kind of strategize a little bit with who I do and how I go about the whole thing. But overall, it's I liked it, and they finished off the side quest by getting 3 dudes in suits to come out. One was red, one was blue, and one was green. If you don't know what we're getting at the fucking starters from the original Pokemon's game. Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur. I love that. It was such a fun little thing at the end, and you get to pick one, but you don't get to, he doesn't join your team. You fight him, and I think he becomes the strongest one or something. I don't know. It didn't feel like it mattered too much. I still kicked their ass. So regardless, it was a lot of fun, and I love that they picked holes in, or like they poked him, a little bit of fun with himself, and I appreciate that. So although I'm still not convinced that I should love the turn-based combat system more than I do the standard combat that we have in literally every other game except this one and Infinite Wealth, but beyond that, it's pretty fucking fun. And I am excited to go in and play Infinite Wealth. I'm uncertain, but maybe we should play that one together. I don't know. This one, I'm fine with not playing on stream for multiple reasons, but also because, like, we got the gist of what this game was when we played The Man Who Erased His Name, both in terms of we were introduced to the main character of this game, whose name, I don't know how the fuck it escapes me right now. Doesn't matter. We get introduced to the character in The Man Who Erased His Name because he shows up later in the game, and we get told, like, so this guy came out of jail, sought out his old boss, and his old boss shot him. And then we don't get much information beyond that until later on, when they tell us pretty much a lot of the bigger things that ends up happening later on in that game. But, like, purely looking at it from, like, what are the important parts of the story here? Not story development, but just, like, what happened story-wise, more or less, over the games. We got a pretty good, like, understanding what's happening. The game simply, there's a lot more, like, character development before you get to all those kind of cool things. So, besides that, yeah, but it's really fun. But Infinite Wealth takes place after both those games, because those Yakuza Like a Dragon and Like a Dragon Guide and The Man Who Erased His Name are clearly well connected. Like, Yakuza Like a Dragon, initially, there's a section of it in cutscenes that's very far back. But the first bit of the game that you're playing takes place, I believe, in 2000s, because they go into the year 2001 and into New Year's Eves. And after that, you wake up, it's 2001, and you go to prison. You're supposed to be in there for 15 years. You come out 18 years after a little brawl in the prison. So when you come out, it's... It should be like 2019 something, but I think technically it's a little bit more, because you essentially, when you come out, this is when you go and find your main character, Ichiban, as his name is, I remember now, his old boss, and where his boss then shoot him. This is what we hear later on in the story of the man who erased his name. And then after when and we bump into Ichiban unknowingly because after a little bit of fight early on in the man who erased his name, we get into a homeless area, and we're told that there's a Yakuza guy who's resting in one of the tents, and that's Ichiban. So after he got shot, he was out for a good long bit of time. I don't remember how long it is, they say. It doesn't really matter either. By that point, Kiryu is out of town, essentially, and no longer there. And now Ichiban is spending the majority of his time there. So the main story of this game takes place after Kiryu has left. And I think a good chunk of it actually takes place after Kiryu has gone back to the temple later on in the game, which is right before the final mission of the game. Because then you get like a bunch of exposition of what happened in the meantime. While Kiryu was at the temple, all this other stuff was happening. So I'm assuming he wakes up after we have done our events in the man who erased his name. That's when Ichiban wakes up to do his sort of stuff, and then they meet up to finish it all off. And then we actually get a little bit as well in what happens later on, and I'm sure that ties into Infinite Wealth, which I'm really excited to get to as well. But that's a lot of yapping for me. I don't know what we're doing today. I didn't feel like playing Yakuza 0 today. I'm kind of tired, and we're gonna end at 10, which is an hour and a half from now. But I still wanted to do a stream, and more than that, I wanted to make sure that when we do another Yakuza 0 stream, that we have plenty of time set aside from it, and I wanted more than the 2 hours, so I figured let's chill out a little bit here for the day and return again next week with some more Yakuza 0. Also, it's a nice little breather. But I also wanted to look up. I see that people are obviously people are very divisive on Yakuza Kiwami 3 for a lot of different reasons. And one thing that I've been seeing as well on the Yakuza subreddit, is actually the fact that people are trying to essentially make Kiwami 3 a bit closer to the original game, so that you get the Kiwami part of it, which means it's more up to date. It's upgraded visually and gameplay wise. There's a bunch of new things, but you still get the love of the old game essentially, which I appreciate. There's also just like there are some of the cutscenes that or screenshots I've seen from cutscenes where it somehow looks, I kid you not, it looks worse than it does in the original game. It is insane because it's supposed to be a remake, and from what I understand, like part of what they're doing is they're essentially putting new models over old animations, or they're combining the two, and the end result is that the new models don't work super well with the animation, so not everything works like it should. It's kind of an odd experience, if what I've heard is true at least. It's very odd. But there's a little bit of lighting, but then also they're actually trying to recreate some of the faces that were in the original one. I will say, like, one of them, it looks very weird. Rikia is his name in the game, and his face in the original one is definitely iconic, and it was very weird to see the new face, because they changed the voice actor for this one, to my understanding, and then they also changed the face to match the new voice actor. Look, I'm fine with such things. I'm always just on the side of, like, just put a switch in the game and then allow people to restore the old face. I feel like that's like such a small thing there you can do, and they never really do it. Like they took away the original face from the initial release of Marvel Spider-Man for PlayStation. And obviously, like, yeah, you can mod it back on PC, but you can't do that on console. And I kind of wish they would just those things to be the case. They also want the original outfit for Kiryu back. To be fair, there's a lot of clothing customization in the new game, which is it's kind of cool. But I will say the biggest one where absolutely I follow their choice in wanting to do this is Hamasaki, who's also in, I think, Yakuza 4 or 5. He's a big part of this game at the very least, and he has a very iconic, I think it's like a burn that's across the top of his face. And they changed the appearance of him again because they changed the voice actor, to my understanding. And changing the voice actor is one thing, but the bigger thing is that supposedly the one they've chosen now was accused of a lot of bad stuff, and they have decided to stick with him and also keep the new face. So people are rightfully like, look, the new face sucks. We don't like him, and we especially don't like the person that you hired. So people have been restoring, and I will say from what I'm seeing, the model they've created, they can't just port in the model from the original game because the graphics are way different. So they can't just do it like that. So they have to kind of recreate it based on the original model. And I will say they've done a phenomenal job with that one. They're trying it with Rikia, but it's not the same yet. So hopefully those things can kind of line up, and we'll be good to go on that front. So that's what I'm following along with. When I'm not playing Yakuza Like a Dragon, then I'm also following along with that. So great times truly. I got a great week ahead of me. Look, tomorrow's Friday. As we know, we all love that. I get to come into the office. And it's nothing crazy. There's Formula 1 this week, or rather they're testing, which I love. So I get to watch that up until lunch and then after lunch. And then I don't have a ton of stuff to do tomorrow, so I get to kind of chill a little bit. And then come home. On the way home, we'll buy a good couple beers. I'll have a nice little dinner. And then later on, we're playing Sea of Thieves. I am considering, although I'm undecided in this regard, we have scheduled for tomorrow Sea of Thieves with Henyo, and I'm personally really excited. I have it installed. I'm good to go. Henyo, unfortunately, isn't available to join us until 8, which for any other day of the week, I think is fine. But Fridays, I like to kind of kick it up a little bit, if you know what I mean. So what we might do is we might do a stream before that. Okay, so we might start earlier in the evening. I might have to come home, eat dinner real quick, and then we'll do a stream early on. The thing is, my thought is, if I can't do it until 7 o'clock, let's say I'm for whatever reason not available until 7 o'clock, that's an hour that we're really just kind of here chilling, and then we'll do Sea of Thieves later on. Maybe we do a little bit of Sea of Thieves early. I don't know. But if I'm going to be here early and we do another game before Henyo, or even just do Sea of Thieves, I want to make sure that we have at least 2 hours ahead. Otherwise, I'll probably be live at like 7:30 or something like that, my time. So we'll see. I want to give ample time, and we're gonna get some good amount of beers. I feel like I've been good. I've been good the last couple Fridays. I've I've been pushing a little bit with the amount, but that's also because I feel like we've been doing longer streams. So, hey, I don't got no water, unfortunately. I'm gonna give it back to you, but because I don't have any water, I've drunk 2 very large. I have water containers. I guess the best way of describing it. It's not bottles. It's like big metal ones that I have. And I've been good. I've drunk my water for the day. Otherwise, I appreciate it. Well, I appreciate it regardless. But I've drunk my water. That's good. That's good. You should always. Anyone, look. If someone sends in hydrate, you always got to do a hydration yourself as well. Of course, if it says stretch, if it says hydrate, do those things yourself, and you're gonna love it. So yeah. But I remember when we first really went in and did the Friday streams with beer. I think I was doing 4 beers, and then I found out the store that I was buying them from had a sale of 5. So it's like, you know what? Sure, I'll get a 5th one. Regardless, you're paying more, even though I'm buying. It isn't one of those deals where it's 5 for 4, in which case the 5th one is free. It's the case of you pay just a bit less for the 5th one, but you're still paying more. So I went and did that, and then because we've been doing these really long streams where we go past midnight now, I decided to try do a 6th beer on top of that. I will say, like, it's been hard to kind of figure out how well it's working, partially also because we've been doing the 5 hearts under one roof, where I'm doing a lot of talking because they're speaking Korean. So yeah, obviously that then means that if I'm speaking a lot, then I'm not drinking a lot. That should make sense. But I mean, we're doing pirate stuff tomorrow. At the very least, as like the main thing. So I feel like that calls for drinking. I might have a more muck-like thing. Pirate stuff. Arr! We be doing the pirate stuff. Arr! We're doing a bit of the butt stuff too, but that's later on. I am excited for that, though. That should be a lot of fun. The thing is, should we then spend the rest of the evening here doing a little bit of Marvel Rivals or Overwatch? I've also downloaded Veilguard, but I don't know. I'm not sure we have enough time. I don't know. I'd also probably want to download a little bit of mods before we do that. It's gonna be a little bit of testing. Tricky baby, what do you think? Are we for third-person hero shooter with Marvel characters? Are we for first-person Blizzard characters as a hero shooter? Or are we more into an RPG where we can mess around with the character creator a little bit and have a little bit of fun with that? That's the big question here. It's kind of weird to have a little bit more lo-fi music in my headphones right now. Because normally I feel like it's always like, it's got to be upbeat. I got to stay awake. But like, the way this lo-fi is working, like it's not bad. It's kind of nice. I did manage to eat dinner for once though, before today's stream, so that was nice. But I did, I made pasta earlier for lunch, so I just kind of split it up. So I ate a bit of the pasta for lunch, and then I ate the rest of the pasta for dinner. Or rather, I made the pasta for lunch, split it up, and then reheated the next part later on for dinner. That was my way of doing it. Tricky Baby, are we doing Marvel Rivals? Are we doing Overwatch? Or are we doing Dragon Age Veilguard? I'll let you decide. Specialization. Checking out the mods for Veilguard in the meantime. Increase destructible loot. Pirate stuff. Arr. Yes, we'd be doing the pirate stuff. That was a fun comment. I occasionally, you know, I get some good stuff. I get some good ideas, and it works. It works. You know, pirate stuff, butt stuff. It flows easy. It's just that flippin' good. Tricky Baby, are we doing Overwatch, Marvel Rival, or Dragon Age? I'm letting you decide, Tricky Baby. Which one of those three do you want? All right, Dragon Age it is. I need a little bit of time, but I'm happy to do that one. In the meantime, I'm gonna vibe out. I don't think we're gonna get very far, but nevertheless, I think we can have a little bit of fun with it. I played this game for 52 hours on Steam. Fair, I finished the game once, but I did a lot of exploring in that playthrough. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Get all of them. All the fun ones. Oh, maybe Veilguard didn't like that I changed my resolution that it was opening. That'd be fair. I understand that. Yeah. Get all of them. I wish I could. I'm fairly certain someone would come after me if I was to play this music on stream. So don't you worry. The way I feel is I would always love to share it with you guys. Always. We'll do the boogaloo. We'll do it all. And I'll love to share every bit of it. Give me a second. OBS is gonna have a meltdown as I'm opening this. Every game, you know, I don't. When did we decide that every game should have forced full screen the first time you open it? It's fucking garbage. I hate it. If I don't even play with full screen if I'm just playing myself. I always play with a borderless full screen mode. Always. That's it. These jams are so sweet. I don't even care. It's like nice little bit of jazz with the good guitar in there. It works. I don't know what it is. I have a colleague of mine. I'm gonna send it to him tomorrow when I'm in the office, and I know he's gonna like this one because he has played very similar music in the office there. So I'm like, ain't no way he ain't gonna love this one. And it's so good because it's super niche that you can't even find this on Spotify or Apple Music or even YouTube Music. We going on SoundCloud for a re-upload of it all. That's how niche we go. Absolutely only the best of vibe. Jesus Christ, these shaders are taking forever. I understand in this modern day and age, we got to do a little bit of shader shit, but I just noticed, Tricky Baby, your chat. It's like, it's just taking up the entire screen. That's amazing. By the way, for me, what I'm seeing right now is just the game. It's open in the 16:9 aspect ratio, or rather, like in the resolution of the 16:9 aspect ratio, and then it's just stretched it out because I have a 21:9 monitor. I'll be honest, it's a bit of the pain in the ass to have an ultra wide monitor at times, but when it hits hard. And for those moments and those moments alone, it is worth it. Absolutely worth it. 10 out of 10 experience. Never had anything like it. Oh, I don't like that eye. I don't like that eye. That's... Don't like that eye. Alright, my shaders are compiling at 40. I will try to get rid of... Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See what's going on in the meantime elsewhere. I don't like to look at my phone when we do streams, but every now and then. What the fuck? Do you guys have one of those colleagues that are just like somehow constantly traveling? I had... It's all good. I'm chilling. All right. But I used to have a colleague who was on the same team as mine. She would like quite often she'd go traveling. To be fair, she had a partner, or does have a partner, as far as I still know that they're still together, who didn't live in the country. So, and due to where he was from, it was easier to kind of just meet up in other countries. But she also liked to travel, so it worked. I've had quite a few meetings where she was in as well, and she would be having the call from the airport. It was like the first time I've ever experienced that, just like a colleague of mine casually sitting in the airport. I've never seen it again, but I will say I have another colleague, not in the same teams, but work in the same company. I follow her on Instagram, and she's also evidently a traveler. She was in the office. We were all there together this past Wednesday, aka yesterday, and evidently she's now in France. Now that's a bit of a much. Look, I'm on the side of I enjoy a good trip. I enjoy a good trip. Yeah, I enjoy a good trip. I enjoy a good holiday. But I can't see myself traveling, I want to say, more than twice a year, maybe. I like being home. This is where all the good shit is. And sure, like, I enjoy a good vacation. I like getting out there. Maybe even, like, 3 times a year. No, like, I like a good travel. I don't like traveling constantly. I can't imagine having like upwards of like a trip once a month or even every other month. It seems bananas. Because I like to vacation when it's maxed out and I'm high all. Okay. That's a different kind of vacation, Tricky Baby. Not the kind of vacation we're talking about. I have to enter my authenticator code. Don't look at my screen, guys. Don't look at my screen, okay? Don't look at my screen. But I figure I can do... You can have one of those vacation from home. Alright, time to fix the graphics because, my god, they're fucked. There it is. All right, that's fixed. Maxed out everything. Fuck it. Fuck my computer. It can handle. It can handle like doing all this and me streaming, of course. Get those ray tracing maxed out. Yeah, get everything. What's the point of having a 5080? Last time was on a plane. I got splitting Minecraft and felt like it was dying. Okay, I don't get that. That might be why I'm still okay with it. So I can't go on plays anyway. That's fair. That's fair. I've been on quite a few planes over the years. Not as much in later years, but that's also because I'm not paying for a vacation. The times that I'm out of the country is because I'm traveling with other people who are footing the bill for the trip, for that part of the trip itself. The reason I bring it up is because, like, this is gonna sound crazy. I'm on dating apps now again. Where'd you go last? It was either France. I think it was France. Yeah. I've been to France quite a few times. Specifically, I'll be honest, I'm going to Disneyland. I'm going to Disneyland Paris. That's my thing. But yeah, no, I'm on a dating app right now, and a lot of girls I'm seeing on there are talking about how, like, they want to travel more and they want to see in the world. Like, look, I'm all for, you know, I'm happy for them. I don't know if it's gonna work out. If on the other hand, I'm just here like, yeah. So I don't really want to travel that much. I don't feel like it. I don't know if it's necessarily easier in Denmark than any other place. I don't really have a good measurement. I don't have a good gauge for that. Let's see here. What the fuck? Just... Here people are all on... Okay, I can tell you that's not the case here. Hey, look, we all got our mental issues. I don't know if they're that crazy, though. I have girlfriends who complain all the time, too. All right. How the fuck do I download this file? Christ. Maybe it's not necessary for how little we're playing, actually. I want to download a fucking file. How the fuck do I download this file? Oh, that's why. Okay. I was very confused why I wasn't allowed to download this simple file. I understand it can be a little risky downloading files from the internet, the interwebs. We can do more. No. We're doing more rivals. I just want to mod the game a little bit. We play collectively as a group, even though we're doing it through me. It's fine. It's a little prep time. Prep time is all. I could have prepped this beforehand as well, and I was like, no. Dragon Age Veilguard. There it is. I never remember this part. This is weird. I sent my brainwaves, but you do, and I appreciate all those brainwaves. I don't want to go to the Discord server. This fucking stupid shit. Grab it here. There it is. You need a key in order to use this like mod manager shit. It's invalid. Go fuck yourself. Because it's 2 lines. Actually, there's 3 lines in here. I've done this before. We'll be fine. The Frosty Mod Manager can absolutely go fuck itself. I'm trying to decide if I should go Rage on League of Legends. I mean, in general, I'm against negativity. And if something is providing you with negative emotion, I would advise against it. But some people do get enjoyment out of their rage in certain games. So if you get enjoyment from it, I would say go for it. Go for it, girl. Personally, I feel like, at least for me, it's not positive. Getting angry in game is not a positive thing for me. Okay, so get that one. We're getting the mods downloaded now. We're getting there. And look, I got unlimited speed for Vortex because I use Nexus Mod Manager. So we got in that part. I just have to literally download them. What? Okay, that makes sense, actually. That one. Just pull it in. There it is. And we're doing appearance unlocker as well. No, it's not that one. Not that one. That one we don't like. This one? I think it's this one, yeah. Crate drops all gear and appearances. Crate drops all appearances only. That's the one we want. Yeah, shut it. Download it all. Give me the gold booster too, because otherwise it's just not as good. And then increase the destructible things you get. Even bigger increase. That's the one. That's the one I want. You tell me it's even bigger? I can get even bigger? Get me in on that. I need that ground floor level. Alright, I think everything's in there now. So now I gotta just run it through the program. Fix that. And then we deploy them. Then we purge, and then we purge. And then we launch the Frosty Mod Manager. And then we apply the mods. And then we launch. I think we're good. I haven't done any prioritization or anything like that. We're begging. We're praying to the gods of the Veilguard to let the game run without crashing. Carrying my team and getting pentakills gives me the most pleasure in game. All right. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. All right, we're doing pretty good there. Okay, now I just gotta get everything set up into Twitch, which should take like 2 seconds. I gotta pause my music. Veilguard. And then we'll do Veilguard in here. Because I also gotta move the sound. I keep putting on there. Veilguard. And then go in here. Pause it. What? We're done with that? What? That's crazy. And then I gotta move the audio over from the game into the game channel. And then we're good. Now I just gotta not be in studio mode in Twitch or OBS anymore. And then now we're really good. There you go. There you go. I modded the game tiny bit. I'm also curious to see how well this game is going to run. The game, I've essentially told it,
just soulless, smart, thoughtful.
Just run it at whatever the max is. Just run it. I have a good GPU, but I don't know if I have that good of a GPU. Question is, should I try to make? Yes. Is it just me? It feels a bit... Look, so when I click, I'll click down. There's a pretty big delay there, I want to say. Maybe it's just a menu thing. Starting preset. Make me... I don't know. Make me the hunkiest looking dude you got. I don't even know which one that is. Body shape. Max that bad boy out. If I don't look cool as shit, what's the point? What's the point? I have a... I think I have pictures of this. I'm not going to show the pictures, but I created a... I think it's a pretty good way of creating a character in this game for myself. The question is, did I take pictures of it? Because that is really the ultimate thing. Because if I didn't, then I got nothing. Give me a second. I don't want to spend too much time on this. And if I can't find it, then we'll just stick with whatever. It's fine. But if I do have them, that would be pretty cool. No, I have a lot of silly stuff in here. This would take a while. Let's just move on. I'll try to make this guy look somewhat cool. Okay, that's what we'll go with. Remind me what's the cooler here? There's not really. This game, man, it frustrates me. It's I both love it and hate it in a lot of ways. It's just I feel like there's so much potential for cool shit, and I can't make that cool shit. Give me that one. Make it darker. Maybe not that dark. That's the one. Gotta give him facial hair. Gotta be cool like that. See, already right there, cool as shit. Look at it. Look at it. He's cool as shit right there. I'm already in. Looks a little bit like me. I'm good. Very little like me. Barely like me. Let's see here. Like it's one of these that I've gone with in the past. I don't love any of the facial tattoos or anything like that. You don't have to get a facial tattoo. It's whatever, but it's still kind of cool to get. I will say we do need to. I do need to look up one thing on my phone. And it's because scars. That beard is too dark. What do you mean? Look, it's just because I don't have a lot of facial hair right now. Okay, it does get darker. There's not enough right now. That's why it's light is shining through. Trust me. If my hair is this dark, this can get that dark. Actually, I will say you're kind of right. It does feel a little bit overall too dark. I'll give you that, Tricky Baby. I'll give you that. Can we make you? It's not even. Give it. I feel like if we're doing that, then you might as well go with the next one and then do with that one. Yeah. Although it's just a consistent black void up there. Give that one on 50. And then facial. This is my trouble. This is my issue with all these games. I end up spending way too much time on customization. Way too much. Alright, he's got a lighter beard now. I don't think there was anything under there, but scars I will have to look up. Because the way... Look, okay, so I'll be honest. There's no way to make the scars look amazing in this game. Not really. The scars you'll see on other characters do not look anywhere near the same and never can look the same. Because there's actually, like... if a character model the game creators have made in this game, if a character has they have made has a scar, it actually has depth to it, so lighting hits it in a way where you can actually kind of see it's a scar. You can't really do that with the scars you can give your character, which really sucks. But there you go. Scar color. All right. So let's start by giving him some facial scar. I had a colleague of mine a good couple of years ago now who drew on the side, and I was like, you should totally give this guy like a scar. And her answer was, no, that's too basic. And every time I'm like, okay, a scar is kind of cool. I have her in the back of my mind just being like, no, it's basic. And she's not wrong. It is like a basic thing to add to a character to make them look cooler. You can add more depth other places to kind of give a similar effect, but it's actually not just a scar. But I will say, a scar's still cool. Regardless of everything, scar's still cool. Sure, do that one. And then intensity 60, normal skin color 70, and then U 40. This is the best that I think you can kind of do. I think the red discoloration color that he's. That's as red as it's gonna get. Yeah, it doesn't look great, the scars in this game for the player character, but it's all right. I'll work with it. And then what else? What else? What else? What else? I think we just give him this one. 60, 70, 40. 70, 40. And then we make sure it's red. And then I gotta do something else as well. Undergarments. Just give him underwear. Let me see that beefy body of his. No, I'm not gonna bother with any of the other stuff here. It's way too much, and this is plenty. This is honestly plenty. I don't really feel like much more is needed. Like I want to give my guy something on his face to really make it look cool, but there's no paint or tattoos that really make him look cooler. That sucks. That really sucks. And he looks like a baby like this. I gotta be able to do something about this. Complexion. I had one at one point that I found. I just don't remember which one it was. Weathered, I think it might have been. Because I feel like the base one just makes him look like 5 years old. I don't want that. Give me some weathered shit. There you go. That's add a little bit of age to him. That I will give him. We got. Find one thing. I'm spending too much time in here. God damn it. Doing it again. I love customizing my character too much. It's too much fun every freaking time. Every freaking time. Let's see. At least I'm not alone in that boat. That's nice to know. It's very nice to know. Let's see. Like, I have played so many games where, like, I'll spend hours in the customization, and then I get to the game, it's like, you know what, I'm kind of bored now. I've done the important bit. I've customized my character. I don't really need to see the story. No, I don't think there's anything cool I can give him to him in the face, so. Nope, shit. I gotta always remember, you gotta click X to continue. He's gotta be a warrior. Look, this armor is what you start with in this game, and it's so fucking cool. Every time. It's legit one of the coolest looking armors in this entire game. Truly. And I kinda hate that that's the case. That it's like that it is the coolest armor in the game. Because there is quite a few armor pieces in this game, but none of them look as cool as that. We're gonna start as a Grey Warden because I don't really give a shit about the other ones. Actually, that's not true. I think the this one, I think the crows. I like the crows. The crows are really cool, and the Modern Watch has their things. I don't give a shit about the Lords of Fortune. Shadow Dragons have a little bit, I guess. Little Drumpers, they're just cute. All of them. Doesn't matter whether it's male or female. They're all cute. Doesn't matter. They're all cute. Yes. That's the faction I want. I just said this. I don't give a shit. Just, we'll do storyteller. I don't care. Just get me in there. No, my name is not Anna. It's Thurgle. Thorn. Well, actually, if you were to do another game, what would be a name, like an actual name? I'm trying to think, like, play an eagle. What would be good? Come on. I gotta come up with something. Something play an eagle. I got nothing. His name is just gonna be Eagle. Eagle Thorn.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
There it is. That sounds cool. I'm just gonna give him the default Inquisition thing. I played only very little of Inquisition, but you can actually create your own Inquisition person, which when we eventually play this game for real on the channel together, I can definitely see myself spending time with that option there and actually going in and doing that. But for now, it's a no.
Time to get to work.
Yeah, he sounds cool. By the way, I don't think any of the mods that I've added are going to come into effect during our time here.
So, where were we? Oh, right.
We're not doing the story. Just get me in. Let me kick some ass. The average render time jumped. Yikes. To be fair, again, I've maxed everything out.
Let's try this again. Where's Veilguard?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Yes. Have you seen me? I look cool. Both of these intros are actually pretty fun. I think I might like this one a bit more.
Veilguard is my only shot at finding the Dread Wolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable.
Adorable? I'll show you adorable. This scene is so goddamn dope already. Yeah! Look, she gets worried. She sees what I can do. I'll kick ass.
Enough gold in the world for this.
Hey, buddy. There it is.
Bianca. She'd like you.
He looks cool as shit too, and he actually has scars that are like 3Ds, not just 2D flat shit that I have. But I think like that way that I've done the scars, it is the best way that I've seen them done on a player character.
Plaza.
Thank you. Have a little nap. Oh, it's an upstanding nap. That's
Your friend Veilguard is at Dumont Plaza.
indeed.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command.
Hey.
Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than
Cares about an easier way. What?
See you say that. But we do have Nev's location now, so don't get cocky. Come on. Harding will be worried. All right, break's over.
I have actually tried to create ones that are close to his, but I do not think you can. And it's partially due to the fact that there's like a darkened edge around that creates like the 3D effect. I actually don't know. I haven't looked that close up, and maybe it actually pops out. But there is also like the dark border regardless of everything.
The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
I'm happy to say that it was just the menus. I'm feeling
Spare
like
a coin,
actually
please.
you got it, brother.
I trust I bless you.
I do not know. Beyond just making yourself happy, I do not know whether donating to those guys actually matters.
That ritual
I
is
don't
going to
think it
tear
does.
down the veil. The only
I spent a significant amount of time just going around to see even if like I could just get like an achievement or something, and I have not been able to do so.
Wait!
I don't like that.
But I didn't do anything!
You clearly have. Criminal! Criminal!
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
No, they're not after
Travels
us.
fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we...
Obius is not a fan of the settings we're running. I can tell. It jumped up to misframes and rendering and encoding lag jump. It goes too far. Well, I'm keeping an eye on it. Right now it's 105 for both of them.
But if we hurry, we can
If it changes,
still
I'll
stop
bump
Solus
some
before it
settings down.
finishes.
I don't think DLS is in this game. Maybe I'm wrong.
Harding's this...
That could be... it could be a boost. I limited the frame rate to 120, but that's, still... Hey, there is. Frame generation? Turn that shit the fuck off. That used to crash PCs like crazy. Okay, I've set it to quality now. Hopefully...
Hey,
everything's gonna be happier.
Then never
I'm even without looking, even without doing like the newest version of DLSS, which supposedly is like really good, even with the lower ones. I think balance in general looks pretty good in every game that I've played. Like it doesn't look perfect or anything like that.
And they're slipping through the cracks.
Let's jump to 108. To be fair, I'm not running frame generation now.
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
Fuck it.
This way.
Maxed out those graphics. Who cares? Who cares all about all the work the GPU has to do? It has to. It has to render and encode both the game and an OBS.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can.
In
Okay?
general, there is something that really works for me with the design of people in this game.
I've been doing what I can to
In
help.
general, like the
The
character
ritual
designs
must
really
be
work for
weakening
me.
the veil. There are a lot of
Like
scared people out here.
And a lot of
they
demons.
feel real and
Haven't
yet
seen
they're
this
like
many come through the
cartoonish
fade
in a way,
years.
and that works for me.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
Never better.
Fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
You got my gear?
Right over there.
The thing is, I've played a little
Where's
bit of
Nev Gallus?
Inquisition as well, like I
Wasn't she at the
mentioned,
meeting
and
point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her
just-
before we
it
arrived.
doesn't
and paid
function
off
the
bar owner to
same,
keep it quiet.
and I don't like it.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner
This
said the
game
Venatori
works
took
for me.
Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I
Hey.
saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori.
That's good.
Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
All right, let's do this. Let's party, boys.
Demon.
Yeah, I know. I was about to attack.
Here they come.
Yeah. I love the fact that they clearly don't have any feet, but their animations act as if they have feet. I'm guessing it's because like they reuse some animation. I'm not gonna heal. I didn't lose anything. I'm all good on health, all right? Get that out of here.
I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Uh-huh.
Let's move.
They're the ones who made trouble for the
Oh boy.
Tears down the veil. Doesn't that destroy everything?
Venatori cultists.
I hate these assholes. Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier.
Yeah. Here we go. Boom. Fucking pro. It's been ages since I played this game, but it's still doing really well.
Avenge our fallen brethren.
Ow! I think they actually got me that time.
Cultists, aren't they?
They crossed the Grey Warden's.
There we go. Whee!
Guess we're sliding down.
I'm trying to do stories, so I don't really care about different things.
Kill them all!
I don't care. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Very dangerous.
Fine, you know what? We'll do it. Boom! Take the boot.
Predatory, take your revenge!
That's not nice. Ow! Hurts. Very little, but it hurts.
But it looks like
Do this. I've tried a lot of different hairstyles in the game. I think this is my favorite
Not the
one.
worst timing.
Nev. It's so good to see you. We
There are a
thought
lot
the
of
Veilguard had
elvish
kidnapped you.
haircuts,
They thought the same thing.
which I don't feel like
A lot
have
of
worked for
Veilguard
the
in the city
characters that I
have
wanted to
reason
do.
hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out
That
who
really
wanted to
sucks. There's some
settle the
samurai
score this
ones as
time.
well, which are pretty
Then the
good.
sky
But I feel
started
like they also
raining demons. So I'm back on the
try
job.
something else.
Appreciate it.
The characters that I built, this is
Neb
a
Gallus,
really nice
our local
haircut.
expert. She's gonna help us find solace.
In fact, I used this exact haircut along with the beard for
Rook, like the
one of
chess
the
piece.
Inquisitors that I built.
Strongest pieces on the board, but
pretty
he
fun.
tends to think in
So
straight
there was one
lines.
point I was walking into a
Nice to
bar. It sounds like I'm
Based on the
making
Venatorian,
a
you've
joke.
got
It's not.
excellent taste in
There was
enemies.
literally a bar,
I do my
and you were
best.
meeting up with the Inquisitor. So the
He said you had a
Inquisitor
lead?
had that beard and hair, and I gave my character the same thing. So they didn't look like twins. They looked
I
like
haven't
different
seen
characters,
Solus in
but
person,
still, they
but I
were
did
close
find
enough that it was
hints
kind of
of
like,
magic,
huh?
Similar to what you get in Elven ruins.
Hey there, twin. Nice beard. We're
I
beard
traced
twins.
it
We're
to
hair
the building
twins.
beneath Our Lady of Victory.
Literally the same haircut,
That's where your man is hiding.
beard cut.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Oh.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
Elven God.
I was also, I think it was last time I met up
Whatever
with
he
my
is,
brother.
he's causing trouble in my city.
We
Let's go.
catch up every now and then, and we go to the movies and have some dinner. It's really nice. Or we meet up at one of our places and then we eat dinner and watch a movie there. But last time we met up, we talked about some of the games he's played because I got him a
So if we
PlayStation
do
for
catch
Christmas,
Solus,
a
or that
PlayStation
dread,
5,
whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
and
Wants to bring down the veil.
it was the thing he really wanted for a while, and I
So we
got
catch
the
him while he's
present.
doing his ritual.
Like I bought
so
the
he
present
can't fight
not
us.
just with my money, but with other people's money as well.
Straight up
So,
fight.
like it was a present for more than just me.
I'm getting too old for this.
But regardless, I've been asking about the games he played, and I had lent him this game for PlayStation. I bought the game for PlayStation myself more as like a thing to have it on my shelf, because I really like this game. So I purchased it so I could just look at it on the shelf. Also because it was dirt cheap. I paid like next to nothing for it. Oh boy. But I had lent it to him so that he could play it, and it was
I can get it.
we've been talking about it a little bit, and it was like, oh, and then there was this thing here, and it's like still in the beginning.
So this is the Dread Wolf's hideout.
Like I was like trying to like think about, okay, where could he be? Because he said he was fairly early on in the game. It's like, where could he be that matches what he's been saying? And then it hit me. It's like, you're just in the beginning of the game.
Broken chains. Solus is free.
So I hope next time we
Solus
meet up
hates
that
slavery.
he's come a bit
One of the few
further.
things we actually. What do you see?
Because I'm
No
also
sign of
curious, like
Solus.
how much
Just
he's
a big glowing window or mirror.
how much he's been enjoying the game.
Well, that sounds ominous.
I love it a lot. I love it a lot.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah.
More demons.
God damn it. Stop it. I'm not switching to two-handed. Yada! None of the two-handed weapons work for me, okay? The end. I'm not doing it. big, they're slow, they're heavy. I don't care about them. I've tried them occasionally. They don't work for me, all right? Sort of is.
It sounds like that opened something below.
Indeed.
Then let's have a look.
Let's go. That's a lot of coins because I have a multiplier on. It's one of the mods I downloaded. Normally you get like next to nothing from those.
This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
Yeah. Can I? No, okay, no, it's not available yet. That's fine.
An alluvian.
It took a
They're
long time to get back in. System is not happy that I'm playing and streaming this game. This game's set to the max settings. I might have DLSS on, but still.
We're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan.
I will say, I do like the way that they've built up the world.
The power involved.
That it
Never
feels...
seen anything like it.
It doesn't feel like it is an open world. You can explore all these things. But it
The
works
tremors are
for
getting
me
worse.
that like it's not one big gigantic world, but like
we've got
worlds
demons.
split up. The way I thought about it a little bit in my time of playing through the game is almost it's like I'm playing through a Lego game or something. Like I'm playing through different worlds. And I like that. It worked for me. There's on top of this, like these are just the worlds that you go through throughout the story. But there's also like another area, go a little bit throughout the story, but it's more side stuff. The three worlds, if you will. That's really fun as well. You ever did like this is what I'm describing is like. There's some of the Lego games. For example, I played Lego Harry Potter a lot, so you can explore Hogwarts, for example.
Not many of them left light.
Then there's also like a world you go to for like buying stuff. The area you go to, that's a separate place as well. And then there's like additional levels that you can do that you can also like pull and explore. It kind of feels like that to me, the way all this is set up. And I like that. It works. I thought I saw something there, which is sliding. Something down here, I think. Never mind. I misremembered.
Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many we'll get if Solus finishes this ritual.
I think not a lot of them have actually managed to get a hit on me. Too good, and I'm playing on too easy of a difficulty, and I've actually played this game, so I understand it. And I fought like actual dragons in this game later on, which was really cool as well.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Watch the lightning!
How did a demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
There it goes. It was pretty easy. I say on the difficulty in the game.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
Good enough. Good enough. I'm doing good. Come on up, buddy. Oh, now get on.
All right. I'll take it from here.
What?
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
I support you.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Actually,
Thanks, Rook.
the whole
Whatever else
approval
he
and
is,
disapproval
He's
thing,
my friend.
for the most part, you can kind of make it up as you
Then
go
he'll hear
along.
from
Like,
Bianca.
you'll do things for some of the characters that like disapproved of an action you did earlier, and then you kind of make up for it. I feel like
Take care of the team for
there
me.
isn't really a massive consequence to some of these things. Like, you do want overall every character in the game to
Hope I'm not interrupting.
like you by the end of the game, because that gives them the best chance of survival. Not everyone is going to survive the game, but if you want the most people possibly can to survive the game, then you need everyone to.
Let's buy him some
That's not technically true. You don't need everyone to survive,
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
but you do need the majority of the people. And it's why it's easier just to go for every one of them, because unless you know which people can die and which ones, like, which one of them that you prefer to die,
It must be healed.
then you need to
Demons.
essentially.
I have
it's just
taken
easier to get it.
precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the. People
So I
are
think,
dying right
if I remember
now.
right,
You need to
so later on, one of two people can die. This is very late game stuff.
please.
Or one of two people will die, and it's up to you to decide based on the actions you take
People are always
which one of them
dying.
dies. Beyond that, it comes down to what your relationship level
Shit.
is with is at with them,
Do you want me
essentially,
to take the shot?
and
Won't
then
work. He's too powerful.
other stuff as well.
Disrupt the ritual.
How?
See those
I
statues?
think it's mostly
We break
like
the
you gotta have a good enough connection
The
with
whole
them.
thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Indeed.
Right. You two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
All right.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Harding, with me.
Let's go, Harding. Nev,
This
keep the demons off us.
mostly, if I remember right, have consequences on who's hurt after this. So either Harding or Nev are going to be hurt after this. So whoever you take with you is the one who's going to be down bad for the next bit of time. It's fine. Ultimately, they recover, and then you just... Whoever you don't have with you now... essentially who's gonna be
Down that scaffolding!
with you for the next couple of missions. But overall, there's like a ton you could do. I end up choosing Harding here because
We shared a journey.
I want to approve of
That I would do this if there was some
his
other better
choice to go
option.
up there.
The pillar's
Essentially.
weak, but
So, and Harding doesn't like it when you
I'm with you.
approve of that. So if you tell her to come with you, she will approve of that, and then you've made up for what you
Made
did
a
earlier.
valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
You sure about that? Okay, you're right. It doesn't end with the downfall. There's a lot more to this, but cool cutscene. I like a lot about this game. It's very cool. It's like it's almost built for me. No. Oh shit! It's jumped again to rendering lag. Oh, it's worth it. We'll stick stick through it.
Varric, Varric! Oh, no, no, no! Honey!
Hey there, guys. Oh, that's not good. That can't be good. I tell you what, though, it's gonna be pretty fun. I have a VOD, should be on the YouTube channel, that from the first time we played it, and I think I streamed that in 720p, and it was from my PlayStation. This time around, I'm doing it from my PC. We're maxed out everything, and the stream is going to be in 1080p, but the VOD is going to be 1440p, which is what's going to be viewable. That's the resolution that's going to be viewable on YouTube later. Flippin' awesome. That's not awesome. The blood on the back of your head, that's real bad. I think you need a little bit of a doctor there, sir. You need a doc. I'm really excited. I'm trying to put some money aside this month, so that
No idea what you have done.
so that next month I can replace my old iPad here. It's a good couple years old. It's an iPad Pro M1 Pro. M1 iPad
I know
Pro.
what I did.
Probably
I
the
stopped
best way of
you from
describing it.
destroying the world.
I was not destroying
I use it like pretty much on a daily basis, and the thing is, at this point, the battery in it is
When you
fucking
disrupted my
garbage.
ritual, the magical energies pulled me here.
So because of that,
So that's why you're...
I'm
But why am I...
I need to replace it.
Your physical
it is
body is unconscious,
horrifically bad.
but you shed a few drops
So
of blood at the ritual site,
I was gonna buy it
and
this
that for a
month,
tenuous
but
connection.
they're so fucking
magic?
expensive. So you know what?
Firstly, I
I'm
abhor
gonna
the use
split
of blood
it up.
magic.
So
Second,
I'm saving
had I the
a
power to
large
control
chunk of
you,
money
I
this
would
month,
already
and I'm
have
gonna
used
pay the rest here next month.
So all I have to do to get away from you is wake up.
And how much experience do you have willing yourself from sleep to wakefulness?
Just count to 20.
While you practice, perhaps
That was
you would
that was
like
my
to
trick
hear
as a
about
kid.
the
Whenever I had a
consequences of your
nightmare, I
actions.
would count to 20, and then
The Evanurus, or as you would call them,
say
the elven
99% of the time I'd wake up.
Escaped.
I had a lot of
In
nightmares
ancient
as a kid,
times,
which
they
is
ruled the elves,
never good.
but that was not enough.
So you learn
Sought
some
not
tricks.
just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled,
I remember I had
the
one
horrific
time
magic of the blight,
where
corrupting
I was in
all
my
they
bedroom.
saw until I trapped them.
And then-
thanks to you, though,
I don't think I saw
the
what it
blighted
was
elven
or
gods
who it
walked
was,
free.
but there was. I
Right,
could
you
hear the
innocently
footstep
doing
of
nothing
someone
but you
coming
came along.
towards my
The
room.
prison
My
in
door
which I
was
had trapped them
wide
had
open,
begun to crumble.
so I could see through
was
the
moving
kitchen
them to
into the
another.
living room
So
because my
you
room was
weren't
next to the kitchen.
tearing down the veil and drowning in demons and wild magic.
And I could just hear the footsteps, and they were heavy footsteps.
I had a plan.
towards me,
Varric
and I was
always said
scared
you'd have a big explanation
shitless.
why none of this was your fault.
And I think
Yeah,
the
he
first
said that's your
time
style.
I tried to
Never
count to
quite
20
lies,
in a
clever
nightmare,
half-truths
I
that
didn't
let
wake
you
up,
convince yourself
and
you're
then I
doing
tried
the right
again,
thing.
and
He
that's
tried
when it
to talk
worked.
to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth
Dreams are
himself.
fun.
So
Well, I
those
guess nightmares
things
are
that got
fun.
out, so they were gods.
These
They
days, I
said they
mostly
were gods.
dream
Blighted,
if I'm
tyrannical,
getting a
sadistic
good amount of sleep.
gods.
That's my sign.
It took
That's
all
my
power to
sign from my
imprison them
body,
millennia ago.
telling me I'm getting good
I am
sleep. It's
certain
if I'm dreaming.
That's really helpful. What are you, the elven god of sarcasm?
Lies, treachery, and
Lies,
depending upon the story.
Lies,
And how could
deception.
I do not have my ritual dagger. I cannot access my network of mirrors to travel from the lighthouse to
Yeah, don't
anywhere
worry,
in the
we'll get
world.
on that.
All I can offer is what I know.
All right.
Helpful advice from the elven god of...
He will
I am quoting you here.
consistently
Lies, treachery,
throughout
and
this
rebellion.
game later on just be a gigantic ass. He
Elden
is
Gilligan
going to
are
be.
your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
He acts all high and mighty throughout this entire game, and then it turns out he was working on something to essentially get out all along that was going to screw you over at the same time.
Dear, what you have done.
This is part of it.
responsibility now. Well,
Varric on the bed there, that's part of the issue.
Still with us.
Varric?
I haven't
You're
streamed
okay.
the end of the game, so
Nice
for anyone who doesn't know what I'm
sword,
talking about,
stab
it's
you.
technically a little
You
bit of a
fell.
spoiler, but
Trust me, kid. I've had worse.
I feel like
It'll take more
there
than a flesh
there are
wound to stop
signs
me.
throughout the game to what I'm alluding
Don't
to,
think I'll be making it out
but
to the field
I'm terrible
anytime
with those
soon,
kind of
no.
things. Let's see here. But it's
should've
like
come
I
up with a
remember the
plan.
first time I was playing
should've-
through it,
You
it was
worked with
actually
what
like
you had,
I
and you
didn't
succeeded,
think
by the
about it
way.
that. A lot of these
Notice
things
drowning in
I don't think it's a thing
isn't
about
over,
like I
We
can't
tried solace in the Fade,
figure
but
this stuff
something else
out.
got
Is that I
Something-
don't necessarily
Look,
want to figure it out already.
you've got
I
this.
want to be hit
I've
with the
seen your
surprise
Like
later
that
on.
time you ditched your orders.
So
for
I just I don't look for
during
the
a
signals because
darkspawn
I don't
attack.
want to really look for the signals.
There's a reason I dragged you into this whole soulless mess. You're clever.
But I will say in this case there was
When
parts
you
of me that
don't
was
know
like
when to
throughout the
quit.
game like
Rook,
is the case?
you're awake. Sorry, I didn't mean to barge in. I was just looking for elf fruit.
No, it's fine. I was just going to stretch my legs.
Oh, Rook. Watch your step out there. If you put a foot wrong, you'll fall forever. Yeah, on top of everything else, the Illuvian took us to the Fade. The place where dreams come from, so... That. Yeah.
Nightmares too?
Then I
That's no fun.
really need to look around.
Why the fuck you look so angry over there, Varric?
And we should talk about
I know
things.
why, but
Maybe find Ned outside, looking around.
it looks
The
pissed.
room with the table down the stairs. I'll meet you there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep.
Papa Varric needs a big nap.
See you later, kid.
There are definitely signs within that points to what's going on there. Let's see, is that gonna give me everything? Oh, it gives me bonus items. There, Varric, my guy, so cool. Except I want you to ponder the question that I did throughout this time, which is, how is Varric alive? That is what I want you to think about. Have I been given everything yet? Yeah, I have. I have a mod that essentially gives me all, not the gear itself with stats, but every bit of like cosmetic that I can get. So I can like make my stuff look with all the styles of the rainbow. But this will kind of illustrate kind of a little bit what I mean. Like, this sword is cool. All right, not bad. Look, the floaty part by the handle, that's kind of cool. The rest of the sword, this thing way too much. That's the same sword. They have a lot of weapons as well, a lot of gear in general, cosmetics that look the same but have like, oh, they have different colors now. I don't want an axe. No, this one is fine. This one I like. The knight sword, I like that one. Proving still, that sword is way too large. This one's all right. It's kind of like on a thin line. That one's way too much. It's a bit much. It's all right. I don't love it, but it's all right. That one's fucked. That's the default sword. That one's way too... That's basically a dagger in my eyes. I'm sorry. Floating part again looks really cool. The rest, I don't care about. Floaty sword. Just different colors. Sword is way too big. Let's see. That one just looks fucked. I think I'm going to go with the knight sword. It's either that or the Sword of the Fallen Kingdom, which is a deluxe edition one. Which I do like this one. Like, I do like the kind of special edge. I do think this sword looks better than default sword, so yeah, we'll go with that one. Save changes. Yes, I would like that. For the shield, it's a similar situation. I feel like a lot of the shields are like a bit much. You can have a wheel of cheese, which I didn't know until I got the mod. And then there's a lot of shields that looks the same. I kind of like this one. This is my go-to one. This one's alright as well, but it's size-wise, it's a bit over the top, I feel like. Yeah, just make sure that the game knows I've seen all the shields. There are these one as well, but and they're round, so for that I gotta like them a bit because that's a good shape. It's a good shape. Then there's something like this. It's gigantic. I don't like it. I don't like this shield either. This is the deluxe edition shield. I don't like that one. I don't love it. So usually my go-to one is this one. It's got some really nice colors as well. So for that, I really like it. There are some fun two-handed looking, like even the hammer straight out of the gate. That's just a goofy sized hammer. So what I like to usually give myself is a different goofy sized hammer. Like that hammer is way over the top in size. And for that, I kind of love it a bit. You gotta give that, because the alternative is you go with the axe. But the truth is, I don't like using the two-handed weapons in general anyway. So there's a part of me that's kind of like, okay, then why not just make it the big silly weapon? You know what I mean? Just if I'm not gonna use it, then there's no point in me like having it like that. Okay, I don't have a helmet yet, so I can't do anything with the helmet yet. For armors as well, there's a lot of pretty cool stuff in the game that you can use. Let's see here. Just going through. But for me, like, this is usually my go-to. Like, the default one is my go-to piece of armor. Because I have the mod, I also get the ones for the other classes. So normally, this is, like, usually reserved for, like, mages or scouts, whatever you will. And then I have like some of the crazier ones. The tunic, that's more of a relaxed outfit kind of thing. This one's a bit much. This one is definitely like, it's over the top. It fits better than some of the other ones, but I feel like it's a bit over the top. I don't like that turning also, like, the right thumbstick that you use to turn the character can also be used to, like, it's also used for going up and down in this menu. So that means when you're just trying to rotate the character, it's also going up and down in here. I don't like that. You can be a scarecrow. That one I think I did find myself just randomly, so that was pretty fun. That one's all right. I don't. There's a lot of these I don't really love. I will say the crows has some pretty cool armors overall, but so does the gray wardens. They have some pretty cool ones. The only issue is for both the crows and the gray wardens, their outfits are used a lot in general with anything that are like related to the clan or whatever you want to call it. Their outfits are, generally speaking, used a lot by everyone who's like a part of the faction, the clan, whatever you want to call it. So that means that like you just blend in with everyone else, and I don't really love that. This one's pretty cool, but it's like reshade, if you will, of another piece, I believe. So for that, it becomes less cool in my eyes. It becomes less cool because of that. Let's see. This one's... some of these, it kills me because look at this outfit. Overall, it's pretty cool. You got fingerless gauntlets, which is fucking dope. But then your dude has his fucking toes out. What the fuck is that about? The dwarves and the elves, for whatever reason, even like this armor. This is a deluxe edition armor. Why the fuck do I gotta have my toes in an armor? My toes aren't even out in this one. The armor is built around my toes. What the fuck? This one's all right. You have some pretty good gauntlets. Like for the deluxe edition armors, this one I really like. You also get this one, which is a Dead Space inspired one, which I actually kind of like. It's pretty cool. And then there are two Mass Effect ones, which is, I believe are both of these, Paragon of Leadership and Spectre of Battle Past. These are really, really, really cool. And I get that they've tried with these armors, and I think they work pretty well later on. Like, part of this outfit is, like, reused as well, which I think is why it kind of works. But overall, I still feel like it's over the top for Rook, at the very least, like, early on in the game. So many fucking ones with the fucking toes out. That was a pretty good one. Way over the top. Yeah. This one. Sorry, wait, where did it go? This one. Dope as fuck. Like this one as well. Really nice, simple, easy. Love it. Let's see here. This is one of the heavier ones for the Grey Wardens. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. But a lot of the, like, this is the Grey Warden outfit you're supposed to get if you're like a warrior. And it's like, in my mind I was like, oh, it's gonna be so cool. I have like full full on knight's armor, but it's way over the top. I don't like it for that. But like, there's some of these other ones here where you have a little bit of armor. I like that way more. I don't give a shit that I'm supposed to be a big beefy warrior. Give me something that's in between, because some of these ones where it's just full on armor, it's way too much in my opinion, and I don't like it. This one's also weird. Really weird. I don't like this one. Really weird. But they have these ones here where it's like, it's connected to the fact that you're the Veilguard. So these actually, I kind of like these. But my favorite ones are ones where it's like, it's a bit of a mix between like armored gear, but also a little bit of there's just general clothing. So it's not full on 100% just armor. There's a good bit of clothing in there, and I like that balance. I think that's also why I really like this, because this piece of armor strikes such a good balance in my eyes between like having the metal pieces and then also having like the clothing. I love that. That's why it's one of my favorite ones. This one, just gotta love it through and through. Amazing shit. This is what I mean. Like, look at this. This piece is the exact same as this. It's just they've removed a couple things and reshaded it. It's the same. They fucking love doing this. And like the pre-order gear that was, I found out that it was Dragon Age Origins with the Blood Dragon red mark thing. They also reused armor for that, and then they changed a couple colors and put like the red dragon over it. Like, that's it. And I really, really wish they wouldn't do that, because there are some really cool armor pieces in here, and I kind of wish that there were more unique ones. That's all. That's all. That's my 2 cents on this. And stop with the fucking toes. I don't want to see my guy's toes. It's fucking nasty. That's it. That's what I want to say. It's my 2 cents on this. It's nasty. I don't want to see my guy toe. Even this armor. Look, another pretty good balance here. The boots are a bit much, but overall, I feel like there's a good system. But when you go to a place where the Grey Wardens are, there's way too many people wearing this outfit, and for that, I lose it. It loses me for sure. It loses me for sure. So for that, and for that reason, I'm out. So for that, I'm big lover of this outfit here. Just the default one. It's the dopest one. It's absolutely the dopest one. You can also choose casual wear, which is what you wear when you're just like lounging around the place. And there's actually a surprising good amount of these. You can also wear armor, but as I say, it can like cause clipping and scene where you're just supposed to wear something casual. But it's pretty fun. There's some pretty nice ones in here. And yes, some of them have toes, and I don't like that. Stop it. It's fucking nasty. Get the toes out of here, my guy. The thing is, so for all these other ones, like for the sword, the shield, the two-handed weapons, the helmet, and the armor, it makes sense that you can like wear a cosmetic item over it because, like the base part of it does have stat, like the actual armor set you wear, or the actual helmet, the actual sword, the shield, the two-handed weapons you use, will have stats. So it makes sense then that you want the cosmetic part over it, because that then means that you can have it, you can wear whatever piece you want, but then you can have it look however you want, so your guy don't look super silly. So that I love. You can also customize your fellow people so that they can have some cool shit as well, if that's what you want. There's pretty good stuff all around. Let's see if we can. Ooh. That feels dwarven to me. That I want to give you that bow, Harding. That's a pretty good looking bow. You can choose their outfits as well. It's pretty cool. There is... Oh, I don't like that one. Yikes. I will say for the most part, like she gets... I think it's this armor. You get some pretty cool pieces later... when you finish certain storylines, you actually get some pretty cool outfits for the various characters that I really, really like. So it is a little bit cheating having them now. But in my defense, I've already finished this game. I've already finished it. It don't matter. That's a sick one. Do I want... yeah, I like this one better. It's freaking sick. We love it. Deluxe. Yeah, it's only visual armor that changes. You also, beyond deluxe edition stuff, you're not really meant to have anything at this point. But I don't care. Yeah, her default thing, I feel like, kind of looks the coolest in my opinion. Yeah, just keep it. The thing is, with your fellow companion stuff, there isn't actually anything in there that really matters stat-wise, from what I remember. It's purely... Actually, that's not true. I think the bow does matter, and you can get some other stuff. But for the most part, it's just cosmetics. Let's go out. We're also past 10. I want to finish this little part in here. It's actually a really cool place. I love this.
Look who's with us.
I'm trying to be careful what I say exactly, because like I said, I really want to play through this game with you guys.
Land of raw magic.
You know we're doing the easiest difficulty,
this,
but nonetheless, it doesn't matter.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Harding thought we should talk about what comes next.
She's not wrong. But if you need a breather, can't hurt to look around first.
That is true. That is true. There's a guy that comes right here, who's really cool later. He's a caretaker of the area. He's freaking legit, and he'll upgrade your shit. It's real goddamn cool. We're not gonna continue with the story. I've already done this part in my last time that I played this, but there you go. Interact. So you can still, part of the reason why like there's actually still value in like getting coins in this game, despite the fact that you're a lot like there's not any visual cosmetics anymore. There's just like the actual gear you can get. Well, first of all, you want to upgrade your stuff, but more than that, there's actually you can buy new gear as well. That's really cool. We like that. We like the gear we can buy. There's actually some really good masks and stuff like that you can find later on. Like I have one.
That's the second.
I found one at one point that, like, every time I took out a character, a thing would essentially come out from them and then attack another character. It was so freaking cool, and it made me so OP because I could come in, and it was mostly useful, I will say, against like lower what? All right, there's another set. My bad. It was mostly useful against like lower health enemies. So if you went against some people or enemies that had like pretty low health, it essentially meant that with that mask, you could you could clear them out really, really easily, because you take one down with basically like a swing, and then that would spawn one of those spirits things that will shoot after the next enemy. Because they don't have that much health, it essentially continues to bounces off one enemy to the other. It was so cool and very OP, but it was also like a unique item. There's only one of that one. Here we go.
Okay. That did something.
Did something. That's true. That's true. There is the reason I'm doing this is because there's a secret room that you can go on. I don't know if the room itself is very secret, but you need to get these spirits. I think they're calling them spirit. I don't remember. It's been a while, like I said. Now, this means this place now opens, and you can go in here. There is one directly at the other side of this door when you go outside as well. But I've never been able to figure out how the hell you go to this one. But, like, this one I can, like, really easily figure out. But there's another one, identical one over here. I don't know where the thing's from. But no, I want to play a little bit of Dragon Age Veilguard. It feels weird because we're not going to come back to this for a while. Maybe, just maybe, we'll play this once we're done with Yakuza 0. So hopefully that's going to be the case. But for now, that's all. In fact, you got a little bit extra for free. I said I was going to be done by 10, and it's 10:15, and I'm still here. You get me. You've got me for another 15 minutes. I'm just that gracious. You're welcome. Absolutely, you're welcome. Let's see. Let me make sure it's working. Shut everything down slowly. Expand the screens back up, and then I'm gonna get this VOD uploaded so you can enjoy Dragon Age Veilguard in a beautiful 1440p on our YouTube VOD channel. Is there anything else? I'm trying to think. I don't think so. No. Well, at least we have the game ready now. Like, I don't need to download anything else. I don't think, at least. So we can pretty much, once we're done with Yakuza, jump into this, redo the character creation, not talk over every cutscene. So it'll actually be really, really freaking cool. We only lost 139 frames a second, not frames a second, rendering frames due to rendering lag and due to encoding lag. So that's really cool. That means I've only killed my computer slightly. All right. And with that, I'm going to leave you guys. And I want you to have a great day, great evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm going to head off. Good night. And then I will be back again tomorrow. Maybe early? I don't know. Look, we got potentially 2 hours before we do Sea of Thieves. Potentially. We'll see what time it is when I get back here and I gotta eat dinner and everything. Maybe, just maybe, we can do a little bit early. And I have the next games made by the same creator as the 5 parts under one roof. So don't you worry. We can do a little bit of that if we want to. I am ready for all of it. For now, thank you all so much for watching once more. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Normally, these days, I say see you soon because I don't know when the next stream is. But you can bet your sweet cheeks that I'm going to be here tomorrow. Whether it's 6 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. my time, or 8 p.m. my time, I will be here tomorrow. You can bet your sweet cheeks in that. So thank you all so much for watching, and see you guys tomorrow. Bye.